Hello, my name is Kenneth Chung and this is my informative speech. Many people around the world have to suffer the consequences that past generations have created by polluting the air. Ella Kissy Devra was a 9-year-old girl who was originally diagnosed to have passed away due to acute respiratory failure and air pollution exposure. After years of fighting for her daughter's death to be examined by a second coroner, Rosamund Kissy Devra was able to overturn the original ruling following new evidence of dangerous levels of pollution close to her home. Rosamund and Ella's family argue that the state failed to take steps in order to protect the public from dangerous pollution levels. This case ended up gaining national headlines and urged the mayor of London to declare pollution as a public health crisis. The story written in the news article, Air Pollution, a Cause in Girl's Death, Coroner Rules in Landmark Case, from The Guardian, truly shows how dire the consequences of air pollution can be. The burning of fossil fuels as energy has brought upon multiple problems. Burning fossil fuels for gasoline and the ultimate usage of gasoline has presented many environmental threats. The rapid use of fossil fuels has also led to a price increase as sources become more valuable and demand becomes greater. With fossil fuels being burned at such a fast rate, electric vehicles and renewable energy sources have come to fruition and have posed as a possible solution to the supply, environmental, and economic issues that are present. Fossil fuels are being used rapidly and are also the main factor behind air pollution. With fossil fuels being quickly used, there is a question of what will happen when they do run out. As fossil fuels are used for so many daily activities, electric cars can provide an alternative that can be used in order to preserve fossil fuels. Electric cars are also much more beneficial for the environment as they do not emit any harmful gases into the atmosphere. Finally, electric cars are economically efficient as charging the car is much cheaper than filling up a gas tank. Fossil fuels are being used at a rate in which oil deposits could be depleted in 50 years. With the desperate need for reduction of fossil fuel usage, electric cars provide an alternative that can function in a much more efficient manner. According to Javed Dar in an article from Renewable Energy in an international journal, there is a need to explore other sources of renewable energy due to a limited supply of fossil fuels. When oil deposits run out, so will natural gas. This means that there will be no energy source for even the most necessary activities such as cooking or driving. Although coal and gas have been the primary way to generate electricity, new methods such as the use of hydropower and wind energy have been utilized in order to be more economically friendly. Hydropower is made by running water in a turbine, which in turn creates electricity. Furthermore, wind energy is created by wind turbines. The wind blows the turbines which power the electricity generator. In a BMC Public Health article by John Kocher, he stated that there is an increasing amount of studies that show how fossil fuels can lead to cardiopulmonary health harms. The growing presence of electric cars will help save the environment as they do not emit harmful gases into the atmosphere. Electric vehicles do not produce any direct emissions which let out harmful pollutants such as smog, greenhouse gases, and carbon dioxide. Electric vehicles also release much less life cycle emissions than traditional cars. Life cycle emissions are all types of emissions produced from fuel and vehicle production, use, and disposal. Although electric vehicles emit some life cycle emissions, it is far less as creating electricity does not require as much burning of gasoline. According to an article written by Robert Zhu in the Environmental Systems Research Journal, electric vehicles produce CO2 emissions 4.5 times less than traditional vehicles. Electric vehicles are also much more energy efficient than combustion engine cars. According to Mikhail Granovsky in an article from the Journal of Power Sources, the total energy use on average of an electric car is 3.4 times lower than combustion engine cars. Making a complete switch from fossil fuel to renewable energy sources can cut down energy losses by more than 60%. The rise of electric cars also brings an economic benefit to consumers. Teresa Donateo wrote in an article from the Journal of Power Sources that an electric car can save an average of $1,000 of fuel each year. There is less maintenance required for an electric car, which reduces costs. It is possible to receive a federal incentive for qualified electric vehicles. Overall, fossil fuels are used in so many different parts of our lives. If its supply is quickly depleting, and there is an urgent need for an alternative energy solution. Electric vehicles provide that solution, as the energy needed is more efficient to generate and also less polluting to the environment. With electric cars being more efficient, they also provide economical benefits as costs are lower for energy and less maintenance is required. It is scary to imagine a world where energy is depleted or a world that has been destroyed due to pollution. Electric cars provide a solution, and further advancement of this technology will only further the efforts to conserve energy, money, and the world. Thank you.